America to talk more on the U.S. presidential elections. And we have, like I said earlier, a multi-Emmy and Associate Press Award winner, a professor of journalism, Dr. Janice Marie Collins. It's good to have you on News Extra tonight.
Good evening. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
So, Doctor, tell us, the 2020 US presidential election seems to be going to the wire. What is the update from there?
Yes. Well, a couple of things that are really surprising is the fact that the turnout has been so huge. This may actually be the first time in quite some time that the president, the elected president, will have won both the popular vote as well as the electoral college. So they're neck and neck. It is really, really surprising. And the second thing that's most surprising is when we had blue states, for instance, that were Democratic, historically, they've been now turned red with Republican because President Trump has been able to go in and make a difference. The same thing on the other side. The red states have now turned blue. And so people historically, generationally, who usually vote Democrat are now voting Republican and vice versa. So that's very, very interesting.
Okay. Yes, you said it's really surprising and also interesting. So will you say that this is the indicative of today's America?
I think it is. Like most things, when we have a free democracy where we believe that every voice and every vote matters, it's really hard to predict a lot of different things. We have a very diverse population. And when you have that many people of your population heading to the polls, it is really unpredictable, but it is absolutely typical of this day and time. We've become accustomed to the different ins and outs of this administration, so we're not really surprised about too much. It is very difficult, however, to call the race. For instance, Georgia is one of the contested fights right now where Biden is winning at this point in time. However, there are still unaccounted absentee ballots that still have to be included. So this could flow either way. It is really, really extremely, extremely tight. But it's really exciting. The people are voting, and that's what's really, really great. I also should tell you that as predicted, as I said yesterday, we've had our first challenge. President Trump is challenging the state of Wisconsin for a recount. Now, at this time, Biden is winning. He's winning 50%. I think it's about 50% to 48. And there are only 200 ballots that haven't been counted. So we're not really sure where this is going, but that's our first challenge of a state where President Trump has said he wants another recount.
Oh, okay. So people say it's too close to call. You know, that is what many observers are saying. So how soon are we going to, learn the name of the next occupant of the White House?
You'll probably learn about it as soon as we do, because we've had the contested challenge of recount. It doesn't mean that will actually be done. He wants to take it to the Supreme Court, President Trump, but in that state, every state has its own laws and policies. There has to be a 5% difference in the tabulation in order to have a recount. Right now, that doesn't exist, as far as we know, with the other counts coming in. So yesterday, I predicted the end of this week. We're at Wednesday now. I'm still thinking probably by the end of this week, the challenges may subside. I think there may be more challenges between today and Friday, but I'm thinking we're hoping at least over the next day or so, we'll know who's president, but all the polls have been closed. All of the counting is going on. Actually, we may be tonight.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Janice. It's a very, very interesting update from you there all the way from the U.S., Chicago, Illinois.